Hello everyone and welcome to Monday's a Pitch. It's going to be a weekly football podcast talking about Premier League football with me, Rob.
I'm Paul.
Alright, so we're both season ticket holders. I'm season ticket holder of Everton. And
Manchester United for me.
Yeah, so it might be a bit interesting. So got Everton United, I think it's the third or fourth game of the season.
Yeah.
So
The City, well, first off, the City rivalries.
yeah, so good bit of history there. So,
Yeah, but the good thing is, I'm the red half of Manchester and you're the blue half of Liverpool,
Yeah.
so there shouldn't be too many heated debates. We'll see how it goes.
At least we both share a mutual hatred of Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, that's always a good basis.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If all else fails, we just rant about Liverpool for half an hour.
I'm good at that. I can just do that instead of others, so that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
so obviously we've still got another two and a half weeks till the season starts. So for this one, we're just going to be talking about transfers so far, basically. Now, with Everton United fan, makes sense to start off with Wayne Rooney.
Good old Wazza.
Yeah, so I mean, first off, right, you've had 13 years with Rooney. Are you sad to see him go? Yes or no?
Well, me personally, a little bit. It was a little bit bittersweet, if you will. He was obviously, in the last, I'd say, 2 or 3 seasons, he's not been up to, well, the standards that we're used to from before. But he is a United legend.
Yeah.
And that's debatable amongst United fans. You can go to the pub and you can talk about it for 2 days. You still won't come to any conclusion. But at the end of the day, he has definitely cemented his status as a legend at Manchester United. He's still all the time leading goal scorer.
Exactly.
And you can try, but you can't run away from that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And people talk about his commitment and him asking for transfers. Well, twice was it? Twice, yeah.
I think
And
also,
and wanting out of the club, questioned the club's ambition a couple of times. But when he did put on that shirt, I believe even when he wasn't as fit as he used to be, he gave it 110%.
Yeah.
He bled United red, even though he was born in blue.
Yeah.
He bled United red for 13 years, and you can't knock him for that. And I guess the romantic part of me was pretty sad when he left. I think there was an image online on social media of Alex Ferguson coming to his door, to his mother's door, and taking him as a kid, and him wearing a blue shirt as a child, and then him come returning with a bag full of trophies to his slightly older mum. I thought that really brought a tear to my eye.
Because he's won everything he can do.
Yeah. Definitely won a lot.
Obviously got Europa League last year. That was the one thing he hadn't won with these. So at least you can say that he can retire happy knowing that he's done it all.
Yeah, and he came, he saw, won a lot. Yeah. And one thing you have to respect about him is that he could have gone to China for big money. Yeah. He could have gone to America for huge money. Anywhere else really. Yeah. PSG, if they wanted him. Yeah. Don't. But yeah, but he chose to go back to his boyhood club. Yeah. And even though I'm going to ask you that in a second, but you gotta respect. You can't knock the guy. You gotta respect him for that.
Fair enough. Because I mean, he did say, I'd say it was about a year ago. He said the only other club he played for in England is Everton. So Everton United. He said he won't play anywhere else. Now, there's no secret, when he left, it was a bit, I mean, a couple of dickheads sprayed Judas on the side of Goodison Park about Rooney. Now, me personally,
I was going to ask you that.
I'm only 26, and when Rooney left in 2003,
2004,
sorry, I would have been, I was 13, 14 when he left.
But you're at that age where you're into it now. You know, as a kid, you get emotional. At 13, you know all the stats and you know everything.
When you're that young, you idolise your players, don't you? Yeah. Like, you look up to them and they're God's gifts. You know, they're the ones that he wants. And to see them go, it's absolutely heartbreaking. Yeah. Now, over time, obviously I don't want to say forgive and forget, but over time you learn to deal with it.
Accept it, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you can say what you want. I mean, you can get the most diehard Everton fan ever, but if you're, how old was he, 17 when he left, 18?
He was, yeah, I think it was 2004. He was 19.
19, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so well, yeah, think about it. Well, either way, you're a young kid, and arguably, well, definitely the biggest club in the country, arguably one of the biggest clubs in the world, comes knocking on your door. You're not really going to turn them down, are you?
No, I don't know. Obviously, it took a while for us to sign him.
Yeah.
I think he wasn't sure himself, but yeah, at that time he was the most. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was the most expensive teenager.
Expensive teenager at the time.
Yeah, and well, it was his goal against Arsenal that propelled him to the Super Bowl. He's a superstar.
I mean, it's remember the name Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
I mean, after that,
Yeah.
you couldn't forget it, could you?
Yeah. Well, to tell you the truth, can't really tell you much he did for Everton after that. I couldn't personally pinpoint but it didn't matter anyway. So clearly caught the eye, and you know, first of all, as a, well, an Everton players, and more importantly, I feel, not to knock Everton, but he was an Englishman, and there weren't that many superstar kids about in England at that time. So you know, he was just the name on everyone's lips all around the world. Forget the country.
Yeah.
I was in Malaysia, and everyone could talk about was Rooney, and I just feel that it's like if Ferguson had to sign him. It was one of those that if he didn't, Chelsea would have, or Arsenal would have. At that time, maybe Arsenal and Chelsea were the two main teams. City not yet. Yeah. So yeah, one of those two would have snapped him up.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Ferguson factor and how he had nurtured youngsters before, like, you know, the class of '92 and that, and he knew how to handle them.
Yeah.
And he knew how to speak to the parents to make them comfortable. Was key in us signing him. And what a great signing it turned out to be.
I mean, it didn't take long, did it? I mean, his debut against Fenerbahce, wasn't it? Hat-trick in the Champions League?
Yeah.
The third one was a free kick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So basically, left foot, right foot, free kick.
Yeah.
We were all, I remember because I was in Malaysia, it was at 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
watching it, and I was like, wow, what a player we have here. And he's only 19, I can't even begin to think of what he's capable of.
I remember watching that game, and I mean, as you would, your best players just left.
I can't imagine.
You're hoping, I hope this guy's absolutely awful. And I watched that game, and when that third goal went in, I was like, oh shit. You can't deny it, he has got fantastic talent.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, I was just going to say, I guess you, as an Everton fan, were caught in two minds. One, he's one of your own. And as much as you wish he didn't succeed, the part of you would be like, come on, lad.
Yeah, I mean,
did it, or was it just complete? Am I totally wrong here?
I don't know. I think if I was a bit older and wiser at the time, I might have been more in that mind. But like I said before, I was only a kid.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, what some people might not know is at that time, Everton were in a horrible state financially.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I said, 2002, March 2002, when David Moyes turned up, we genuinely could have been relegated that year.
Another United legend.
I mean, that was a great 6 months for me, personally. It was fantastic.
I tell you, it wasn't so much for me. It lasted slightly longer than the 6 months.
But like I said, we were constantly, I mean, we always flirted with relegation at that stage. I mean, we did finish 4th in 2004, 2005. But, looking back at it, selling Rooney was arguably the best thing we'd ever done financially in terms of the business.
Really?
Yeah, oh no, we absolutely had to, because the club was in ruins. Not ruins like Leeds, Portsmouth, not that type of situation.
No one's as bad as Leeds.
Exactly, yeah. But we were not healthy at all. And you got, who was it? I can't remember the fella's name. You got someone in to basically assess the situation at the club, and it was basically decide what to do. And it simply says, sell Rooney. Now, Ken Wright didn't want to. Because you know what Ken Wright is,
he's emotional. Yeah.
Absolutely, he's a romantic. But that helped, it gave us a bit of money in the bank, and obviously we reinvested some of it. Like, we got Tim Cahill in for $2 million from Millwall.
What a player.
Went on to be a fantastic signing for us.
What a player.
Achieved so much.
Yeah.
But not in terms of silverware, but
it was one of those boys hard on the sleeve, didn't he?
Absolutely, yeah.
I was in Australia when he was playing for the national team, and what a player.
Yeah, because I think he went for, I think he had 9 straight years. He was on the front cover of the Oceania version of FIFA.
Yeah. He probably still will be.
Yeah. He's also got the record for the fastest goal in the MLS.
Yeah, that's right.
And just all around great player. But I digress. But like I said, that did pave the way for us to be able to spend a little bit of money, and as you saw a year later, we finished 4th.
Yeah.
Now, that Champions League season didn't really get off to the great start because we got knocked out by Villarreal in somewhat controversial circumstances. But like I said, that helped. That was a springboard for us. It really was.
At that time, to be in the Champions League was a bonus. Well, to qualify to be in the Champions League was a bonus.
Getting in the group stage, that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But now, obviously, so Scorsese went off, achieved all this stuff at United. Nearly went a couple of times, and you'd say in the last year, it's been heavily linked. Is he coming back? We all knew he was going. You knew he was going.
I knew he was going, but at that time, I would Everton. No, I would never have put it as my first choice.
Okay.
Not Everton, but I thought he was gonna go not to China because I know he loves his pie mash and that. It's
it didn't seem like a type of guy
no,
to China.
no. But I thought America was a big possibility.
Yeah, me too, to be honest. Yeah.
I still felt like because people forget, people keep talking about Wayne Rooney as someone else. Oh no, been there, done that, won it all. Of course he has. He's only 31, 32.
Yeah. I think he's 32 in October. I think.
Exactly. Yeah. So in terms of forward and attacking players, he's still got at least another 2-3 good seasons in him, like at the highest level.
Yeah.
So I felt like when people, and this was 2 seasons ago, when people were like, right, yeah, Wayne Rooney's done, he's past it. I felt like that was just being harsh on him, even though his performance didn't help me. But I just felt like it was the fans being harsh on him. And at the end of the day, it sort of never really recovered. You always thought that, if he played a couple more games, he'll get back into stride, he'll start scoring goals again, he'll be the Rooney of old. Surely, this second coming of Rooney is happening any second now. It didn't quite happen to him. And
maybe a change of pace was the best thing for him.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm not going to compare the two, but you just had Zlatan for the year.
Yeah.
And he was 35.
Yeah.
34 or 35.
35. Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't think he was going to do it. I'll hold my hands up. I did not think he was going to do it. I didn't want him to do it because I don't personally like the guy.
Yeah.
But now I'm not comparing Rooney and Zlatan as players, but
just on the different levels. Yeah, like the age-wise. Yeah.
But if he's still performing a full season in the Premier League, playing well at 35, there's no reason why Rooney can't come to us and still do a job for at least another year or two. Well, we've got him on a 2-year contract with option to make it a third. So
can I just ask, when it was pretty much official that he was, before it actually went through, when everyone knew it was happening, what did you feel like? What were your feelings like? Were you happy?
I was happy. I did have this conversation with a couple of mates around about January when the rumours first started to circulate that he was
probably his last season,
And obviously a lot's changed in the last 6 months because I remember one of my key arguments being I'd take him back as long as it doesn't hinder Barkley's development. Now that's not really an issue anymore because it looks like Barkley's going off, which is something we'll talk about.
We'll get to that in a second.
But getting him in, obviously we're in the Europa League now. We've had however many years out now. I think it's like 4 seasons, 5 seasons. We've had 3 seasons out of Europa League, and you need the bodies. When you're playing Sunday, Thursday, and then you've got the League Cup, the FA Cup.
Don't we know about that?
Exactly. Fighting on 4 fronts. It's not easy. You need bodies. Now, back then, my argument was, let's get him in. He might not play every single week, but he's an option. He's something different, and a part of it's the emotional factor. Now, obviously, he's come in, and the deal on which he's come in is fantastic for us. You can't knock it.
Yeah.
So, you're essentially getting rid of Lukaku, getting 75 million up front plus Rooney. You can't really say no to that. Obviously, Lukaku and Rooney aren't exactly like
but
he's got the experience. Now, the thing about us as well, we've got quite a lot of young players, young English players as well. Like you saw in the under-20s World Cup, the likes of Adam Lookman, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Now, they're about 18, 19, 20. Now, for someone at that age to walk into the dressing room and see Wayne Rooney, you got United's top goal scorer, England captain when he's playing, and England's all-time scorer. you're gonna be happy about that.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw. He can learn some stuff off him. He's not got a coaching role, but he can be. He can give that a bit of a
Yeah,
boost
just
to the young lads.
the experience alone, and just impart like knowledge here and there, casually even.
That's all. But like I say, overall, I'm happy to have him back.
You personally are happy. What kind of reaction do you think he's going to get in his first, Premier League game at Goodison Park?
I think it'll be great. I mean, there's always going to be a few people who, sorry, you made your bed. Not good enough.
I guess like kissing the badge thing didn't.
Yeah, that wasn't. But obviously, I forgot about that. Since you mentioned that,
Oops.
that game which that happened, he put up until I think it was like the 70th minute that he did that in. He put up the whole game. He was at Goodison. The whole game we've been abusing him, coming out with everything we possibly could to annoy him, and he's like, I'm getting abused by 40,000 people here. I'm going to do something back. I don't condone what he did, but
I think
you kind of see where it's coming from.
I think even right now, even he regrets what he did. To be fair.
That's like really, he's a type of player. He thrives on the aggression.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there was that goal against Newcastle.
Oh.
The one when he was arguing with the ref for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And you see him, he's arguing, and then obviously he looks away as the ball's coming in, and he just whallops it.
Yeah. It's just like I don't even know if he was he was clearing it or what was going through his head. Just smashes it. That for me is one of my favourite Wayne Rooney goals.
Yeah.
Of his entire United career. Obviously the one against City, even though he shinned it, was spectacular just because of it was against City and it's great. And I guess the third one would have been just the 3 goals during his debut, like altogether. Three great Wayne Rooney goals.
The beginning of him,
Yeah.
Well, obviously we mentioned Rudy coming as part of the Lukaku deal.
Yeah.
Now that's obviously another thing we've got between us at the minute.
Yeah.
So you've seen a bit of Lukaku in pre-season. What are your initial thoughts? I mean, pre-season doesn't exactly tell the whole tale.
I know.
It's essentially fitness and training. But what are your initial thoughts?
Sum it up in one word: beast.
Yeah.
I always watched him play. Obviously, I mean, he scored a hat-trick against us against West Brom in Ferguson's final game. So
kind of ruined the year.
Yeah, but we forget. Yeah. You just don't realise till you like watch him for 90 minutes closely how strong he is and how quick he is for such a big lad. He's really quick.
Oh, he's a proper bully. He really is, yeah.
And if I was a defender playing against him, I'm shitting myself, to be honest. But yeah, he's really quick for a big guy, and he's so strong. And he sort of, even when he doesn't have his ball with him, he makes these runs and takes the defenders with him to free up, like say, players like the quicker players, like Mkhitaryan and Lingard and all of them. Mata, give them a little bit of room to work with. So I think he's a great acquisition. 70 million. Well, I guess that's the market we live in at the moment.
Yeah,
I mean 5-6 years ago, would you say Lukaku's worth? No.
Well,
no. This Lukaku 5-6 years ago, would you say he was worth 70 million pounds?
Even that, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because I think we got him we signed him permanently 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We paid 28.
Yeah.
Which obviously at the time
it was the price.
But he'd spent a year on loan at West Brom, proved that he could cope in the Premier League. Spent a year on loan with us, did phenomenally well in that season, and so that kind of justifies it. And then the last 2 seasons, you've shown he was close to getting top goal scorer.
Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Obviously, Harry Kane deserved it.
Yeah.
Because obviously I was at a fair few of the games at the end of the season, and he's off the boil.
Do you feel like one thing I noticed about him when he was playing at Everton was like he would bang it in against any team from 10th position downwards, but he sort of failed to.
His goal record against the top 6 isn't great.
Isn't great.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he scored against City last in that 4-0 victory this season. Got the first goal in that. It was a fantastic game. But he's not. The stats don't lie. Now, obviously, if you're going to be if you want to be one of the world's best, as he's always said he wants to be, you've got to perform on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
And the biggest stage is at the Emirates and Old Trafford and Anfield. I mean, obviously Everton never had much luck at Anfield, but Lukaku, apart from that first season on loan, sorry, that was a Goodison actually. But
I don't think he scored at Anfield.
No, he scored 2 in his first derby, but that was a Goodison like. But yeah, he's never really performed at the top of the stage. Now, when he doesn't get his own way, he can be a bit lazy, which I mean.
I have noticed at Everton, of course.
Yeah, it is a bit different because I mean, the likes of United, you got better players like surrounding him.
Yeah.
So there might not be as many occasions where that happens, but.
Or it might not be as obvious.
Yeah. But there was a lot of times with us when, especially when we have a bit of Martinez as a manager, mainly, when things weren't going well and you just get so frustrated watching Lukaku, you just think he's just getting lazy. But when he turns it on, he's a fantastic player. He really is. I
think the only criticism, if you will, that people have of him is he has a heavy first touch.
He does, yeah. His first touch is not great.
But I feel that because he's that strong and that quick, that he sort of makes up for it a little bit.
Yeah.
He could do a lot better with his first touch. But
he can. But he's that type of player where he can still play pretty well with his back to goal.
Yeah.
So as I remember it was a few months ago there was Sky Sports did that thing in Everton when and he was giving Jamie Carragher a lesson.
Oh yeah, I love that.
It was good to see Jamie Carragher
in an Everton shirt. Yeah.
That was a bit of a laugh. But that kind of demonstrated like the type of thing that he does with his back to goal because he's got the ability to do it and he's strong. He can do it. So I mean I think he will do well for you.
Yeah.
Do you think right now? Quick question for you.
Go on.
Is he going to be top goal scorer this season? Or do you think he's got a good chance of it?
I think he's got a good chance of it. I won't come out and say he's going to be top goal scorer. I think he will be our top goal scorer. Yeah. But you know how Zlatan last year, when he signed, we said if he could get 15 to 20 goals, he'd be a success at United. Given his age, and we didn't really know what to expect. Could he cope with the pace of the Premier League? He exceeded that. He got 28, I think, in all competitions.
Yeah. How many league goals was it?
I think it was just 20, 21, 20.
So Lukaku got 24 for us.
Oh yeah. So. I think he just got, if I'm not mistaken, he just hit the 20 mark. I might be wrong. I didn't check on that. But he's still, he's got so many critical goals for us. And I feel that if Lukaku can get 25 Premier League goals and say 30 goals in all competitions for us, that'll do nicely.
There's no reason why he can't. Because think about it, if you're getting 24 for us, now a lot of his goals for us last year were like we beat Hull 4-0 at home.
Yeah.
He scored the final 2 goals in the final 3 minutes or something like that. Against Bournemouth he got 4. But obviously, that was a bit of a mad game. I remember watching that. But I mean, there's no reason why he can't. There's no reason why he can't be top goal scorer this season.
That's true.
Who else could it be? I mean,
well, you got to think of the usual suspects. Aguero.
Yeah.
Harry Kane.
There's always Kane.
Well, Lukaku has to be up there.
Yeah. See, Diego Costa's gone now, and Morata's there now.
Don't know what's going on with Costa.
He's wearing Atletico shirts while he's on holiday.
I don't know what's going on.
But they can't register any players until January, so I don't really get that.
Morata is an interesting one because wherever he's played, he's got goals, but I feel that he's never played consistently as a target man or as a number 9. Yeah. He's always dropped back a little bit.
Well, at Real Madrid.
Yeah, his chances were limited, but he had a great season, obviously, with Juventus.
He did, yeah.
Which is why, obviously, everyone knows that we would try to sign him. But I felt that all the while, he was sort of a backup option. Like, we were bidding for him, we were talking to Real Madrid about signing him, but I felt like, I hate using this word, smokescreen, but I just felt that behind the scenes, we really wanted Lukaku.
Yeah.
And everyone, including me, thought he was going to go back to Chelsea.
And so did I, yeah.
Yeah,
I was just waiting for it to call.
Exactly, and out of nowhere, sort of out of nowhere, we swooped in and we got him.
Yeah.
And Agent Pogba might have helped. Good old Pogba. But yeah, so we got him, and then obviously Morata was just wondering what's happened now. It was only he even dyed his hair red. I don't know if you've seen it. The report.
I didn't see that now.
Yeah, so he was on holiday,
Yeah.
and he was so confident that he was going to sign for United. He actually had a bit of a haircut and dyed the centre bit red, so that when they unveiled him at Old or whatever, wherever they unveil people these days, he would have red hair to go with his red shirt.
Backfires slightly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked a lot about like strikers, mainly for Everton, United, that type of stuff. Now, let's move on to Man City spending 50 million on Kyle Walker.
Yeah, that's another one because Kyle Walker is a great right back.
He's a very,
yeah, it's a very good.
Arguably one of the best right. Well, he is one of the best right backs in the league.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I could say he's the best, but
if you ask me, Valencia's better, but I might be slightly better.
well, Seamus Coleman, isn't it? Even with a broken leg.
But yeah, he's definitely up there. 50 million.
Again, we've said it so many times. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But is that just a sign of the times that we're living in?
It's the market. He's English.
Yeah.
That always adds about 10, 15 million.
And City, they were in danger of not hitting their quota for the homegrown players.
Yeah.
So they had to do something.
Oh, and also I think, and of course we know what Daniel Levy's like. He's a hard cookie to negotiate with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You're never getting a good deal off him, are you?
Never.
Well, now on that, Tottenham, as of the 31st of July, by the way,
Shocking.
not signed a single player. Now they've not lost anyone major apart from Walker. But I mean, obviously they did well last year.
Yeah.
They did, and obviously Harry Kane's a great player. Now I don't know if Tottenham are just keeping things on the down low, doing things behind the scenes, not being very public about it, or do they think that their squad's good enough as it is?
See, the thing is, and I said that to loads of people, even you last season. Tottenham have a great starting 11.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best and most consistent starting 11, especially last season in the Premier League. While the rest of the teams were sort of rotating and changing things around, they sort of stuck to the core of the team were pretty much the same.
Very consistent.
Yeah, very consistent. Yeah. Unless, of course, the injuries and that. So I say they have a good group of 12 to 15 players that will consistently perform at the highest level. But then you got to think, like, despite playing so well and being so consistent and scoring all these goals, they didn't win the title.
No.
They didn't win any trophies. They got pretty close in the FA Cup, but then, as usual, bottled it.
Yeah.
League, same thing. The season before, they could have beat Leicester in the title. I mean, it was literally there for them to take it. Bottled it again. So if I was, Pochettino as a coach and as a manager, he's a great manager.
Fantastic, yeah.
So it would surprise me if he doesn't make any additions before the transfer window. It would really surprise me because he seems like he knows what he's doing. Unless, of course, it's out of his hands. Which with Daniel Levy, we do know that they have to pay quite a bit for using Wembley, don't they?
I don't know how. I didn't see any figures on how much that is.
Yeah, I don't know the exact figures myself, but because they're out of the stadium this season, they have to. I'm pretty sure they have to pay quite a big sum to use Wembley. Yeah. So that could play a part. I don't know how much, but it could play a part.
But that's it. I mean, personally, I don't even know how it works with them using Wembley because they're allowed to use a full 90,000.
Yeah.
Whether they sell it out is another thing. But like I saw, I've got a mate who's a Spurs fan saying for the 3 Champions League games in the group stage, they're doing like a combined ticket. So the cheapest one.
What do you mean? One ticket entitles you to enter?
Oh no! Basically, you can buy a package for the 3 home games. And I think, to be honest, the cheapest one was only about 70 quid for 3 Champions League games at Wembley. Not bad.
That's decent.
Yeah. Now, like I said, whether they get increased ticket revenue on the more fans and how that works and with how much you have to pay FA for Wembley, I honestly have no idea.
Then again, they didn't really perform at Wembley, did they?
No, they didn't. But I don't know if maybe that's because that was an occasion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's say you go to the footy for the Champions League, and you're on the way there. You're like, right, night game, Champions League, you're
Oh,
absolutely
the music hits.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not the greatest song in the world, but when it hits, you're like, alright.
Mate, I've not heard it for about 12 years, and even then I only heard it once at Goodison.
Yeah,
So
it's been a while for me as well.
yeah. So, I mean, maybe that'll be they've got it out of the system because it's going to be a regular thing. It's not going to be like, I mean, the same argument with like West Ham. You know, they went to the Olympic Stadium, London Stadium as it's called now, and it just the atmosphere was horrible. They were all fighting. Whether that had that much of an effect on the players,
I think West Ham, their fans were always fighting anyways.
Well, yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I am. But then, I mean, speaking of West Ham, they've made some cracking signings.
Oh, don't even get me started. One of my favourite former United players, Chicharito.
Yeah.
Was it 15 million?
I think it was like 13.
13 million. There you go. What a bargain! And
For 13 million, that's a steal.
he's the kind of player that no matter which team he plays for, he will get you goals.
Yeah.
He doesn't get you pretty goals, but he will get you goals. I remember at United, it would hit the back of his head and go in.
Yeah.
It hit his side and go in. It doesn't matter.
The fox in the box.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That, yeah. But,
And if it's 1-1 or if you're 1-0 down, bring him on and in the last 10-15 minutes he'll get you a goal.
he did make a lot of them. He did come off the bench quite a lot at United, didn't he?
Yeah, and he was
80th minute come in, change the game up a little bit.
he was our modern version of Solskjaer.
Yeah.
And he never, well, to my knowledge anyway, never really moaned about it. But then I think Moyes didn't quite fancy him or didn't use him quite well, and he sort of fell out. And then when Hull obviously found no place for him, so he was shipped off to Germany. He had his loan spell at Real Madrid, and I thought he did really well at Real Madrid, considering he never started.
Yeah. He did well for Leverkusen, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did really well for Leverkusen in the German league as well. And no doubt he would get them 10-12 goals easy.
Like I said, I would have had him.
Yeah.
Like I said, obviously, where they needed another striker,
Yeah.
obviously another backing option.
Surprised more clubs didn't go in for him.
I'm very surprised. I genuinely thought we would have gone in for him. If he was available, which as it turns out he was, I'm surprised we didn't.
Just to pay him a bit of a compliment, if you think it's a compliment, Mourinho actually came out and said he's one of those players where if he was at the club when Mourinho took over, he would not have sold.
Yeah.
He would have not. He definitely tried his best not to sell him. But when asked why didn't he try and sign him back, I do understand Mourinho's point of view. He's like, he saw like as a team and as the club, we moved on now. To sign him would be sort of
not really a step back, but not something that
also it's not fair on him because I think the main reason now he wants to play week in week out and he wants to play the full 90 minutes. He's not gonna come. No. He's not gonna go to a club to sit on the bench and come on for 10 minutes anymore. Not anymore. Not at his stage.
He's past that,
yeah. So I think West Ham would be perfect club for him and then they've also signed Anatovic, which I know he had a bit of an off season last season at Stoke, but just before that, the last 2 seasons before that, he was amazing.
Well, I think last year he signed a new 5-year deal because we were looking at him, and I would have had him, and then amidst all the rumours, comes out he signed a new deal, and we're like, all right, well, that one's dead. But I think I didn't see any quotes of it, obviously, but I mean, what I heard, the reason that he left Stoke is that he got a bit fed up. And no disrespect to Stoke at all, I do understand it because they have been just sort of sitting there, like they're never in danger of relegation.
Yeah, you think of the players that Sparky signed, like some good names. I mean, Boyat, they've got Shaqiri, and obviously Anatovic, and they've got Walters. Is Walters there?
He's gone now. He's gone to Burnley.
Right, okay, so he's left as well. Crouch? He's DJing. Catch Crouch and DJ on Radio X, DJing from 5 to 7 these days.
No, that's on.
But yeah, so they had some decent players.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, they just never really progressed forward. It's sort of stagnant. So I do understand maybe he was frustrated. And he didn't really have a particularly good season himself, so maybe that sort of added to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I saw highlights of a pre-season game, and I know, like you said, it doesn't really matter. It was against, I think it was Werder Bremen, and he scored, and he was, Chicharito did not play in that match, but he was sort of leading the line, and I thought he played well. I mean, a couple of good touches. Werder Bremen aren't a bad team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think West Ham have made some shrewd signings.
I think, well, they got Joe Hart as well.
Yeah, and as much as I don't really like Joe Hart, it's a good signing for them.
I think, obviously, when he went on loan to Torino last year, and obviously the first few weeks, it was, and you open the Sky Sports app, it was, Hart makes a good save, Hart spills a chance, because it was all like, it's still quite fresh. As the season went on, everyone kind of forgot about him. Unless he made an absolute gaff, which he did once or twice.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of forgot about him. Yeah. It was never in the limelight anyway. Now, he can definitely still do
a job, yeah.
Because that's it. Do you know how old he is?
He is 30 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
30?
30 or 31.
Okay, no.
I know he's been around for a while now.
Well, he has been there for a while.
Yeah, but he started off pretty young.
Yeah, I did.
If I'm not mistaken, he's either turning 31 or just turned 31. Yeah.
Because we were in the market for a new keeper, and last summer we were linked with them. A couple of rumours this year. Obviously, we got Pickford.
We'll get
so we've not actually spoken that much about Evan.
Yeah, let's talk
about. We don't have that much time left, but we will have to.
Yeah, let's talk about Pickford now. I completely forgot about Pickford.
I think obviously we started on Rooney, and then we just kind of disappeared.
But Pickford. Obviously, great season last season.
Yeah, I mean, if an outsider who doesn't know much about football looks at it and goes, he finished bottom of the league, he conceded 52 goals, I think, he'd say, well, why are you spending 30 million on him? Now, 30 million, as we said repetitively, it's a lot of money, but it kind of has to be done now, doesn't it? But if you look at that season, there's no denying Sunderland had a shocking season.
Oh, yeah.
It was an absolute travesty for them.
Who was their manager again?
It was the Moisey, wasn't it?
Oh, must have been.
Yeah, I really wanted Moyes to do well for them.
You know, believe it or not, so did I.
Yeah.
I thought, if he kept them up.
Yeah. I think it was probably just one step too far for him, wasn't it? But,
yeah. He's no Sam Allardyce.
No. But no, I think if it wasn't for Pickford, Sunderland would have been like absolutely embarrassed, like to the extent of like Derby County 2007, 2008. Like that kind of extent.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it wasn't for Defoe as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Obviously. Now I don't know how many, because obviously they've gone down now. I don't know how many signings they've made.
I have no idea actually. But I know Defoe's left there.
Now how they're going to fare in the Championship?
Oh, Pickford's left obviously. Yeah.
Don't know how that's going to work for them. But we anyway, so it was like Premier League again.
When I did, I have to say when I watched Pickford play and. Obviously not week in week out, not for 90 minutes, but like match of the day. The saves that he pulled off, unbelievable. And for like you said, Sunderland. But I have to question the price tag though, only because of what you said. Like conceded 50.
I think it was 52.
Okay, let's just say a handful of goals, and his team was finished bottom and got relegated.
Yeah.
Just for that reason alone. I mean. I would say half that would have been perfect, but 30, and he's really young as well.
He is young, he's 20, I think he's just turned 24 if I'm not
mistaken.
mistaken.
So as a goalkeeper he hasn't reached his prime yet.
Yeah, he's still got a long time.
So, and he hasn't, well, I can say he's had one great season, and he's not proven at the highest level.
No, I mean, you can look at it and he made 30 appearances last year.
Yeah.
That's it. So you could say, listen, he's only made 30 appearances and he conceded X amount of goals.
So this could obviously, as with most transfers, obviously, work in two ways for Everton. It could turn out to be a bargain. Turns out to be one of the best keepers you've had in a while.
Yeah. Well, he could be there for 10 years.
Yeah.
He could be there for 10 years and they go, well...
And then 30 million, yeah, I'm sure in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not even go there. But yeah, so, or it could be a bit of, too much for him.
Could be.
Too soon, because obviously you guys play in Europe. I didn't watch the match. How did that go?
Yeah, obviously we're just talking about Premier League, but obviously we did have...
no, just as an Everton player.
We had Europa League third qualifying round last Thursday. Pickford didn't play in that game.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't?
No, didn't play. We had Stefanberg and go for that.
Okay.
And the overall team performance was... wasn't great. I won't say we were dire, but it really wasn't.
That's fine. I just thought you might have played, and then you can get like obviously pre-season games. You can't really judge him. No. Although that goal Rooney scored was pretty good.
His first goal, against Gor Mahia or whatever they're called. great goal.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. But then, like I say, he scored again against FC20 as well.
Yeah.
But I'll say another lad that we signed with who you played against recently, David Klassen, Ajax captain.
Yeah.
So we paid 24 million for him up front, and I saw him on Thursday. He looked alright. I remember he looked like he had some good link up going.
And that guy Sandro.
Sandro, 5.5 million.
Well, so far from glimpses I've seen, he looked like a bargain.
Oh yeah, because I mean, any player that you can get for 5
million,
any striker you get for 5 million. Obviously, he was released by Barcelona. Did very well at Malaga. Scored against Barcelona for Malaga. Interesting thing about him though is when he signed for Malaga, he essentially said to them, "I'm only here. I'm only going to really be here to put myself in the window." Like I don't think he wanted to stay in Spain. He wanted something big, but Malaga gave him a chance. So that's why they had the release clause in. Now 5.5 million is nothing.
No.
But I mean, I don't believe there's any release clause in his contract with us. But I wouldn't be surprised at all.
How long is his contract?
I think he signed it. I think it was only a 3-year he signed.
Okay.
But I might be wrong on that. But I think I wouldn't be surprised at all if next summer someone at least tries to get him. Because if he might want to go. Because like I say, if he didn't want to stay in Malaga for that long, I mean, we might do really well this year. He might want to stay. You never know. But
either way, great signing. And if he does produce the goods for you guys this season, it's a really good signing. I think you guys have spent well so far. Do you reckon there'll be a couple more in before it?
I think there should.
Shots?
There definitely should be. I mean, as I was saying to you last night, I don't want Gylfi Sigurdsson for 50 million. No.
Yeah, that's a bit low.
It was for 20 million or 25.
Same class player, though. Yeah. Great free kick.
But the only reason people can say, it's a market these days, and we've got evidence of that, but would you say that Gylfi Sigurdsson is 2/3 of Lukaku? Because 50 million for Sigurdsson, 75 for Lukaku. It just, when you say it like that, you've got all this money.
If you're going to be logical about it, no.
Exactly.
But these days, transfer fees, they're far from it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. We're not exactly poor anymore.
Yeah.
We're not mad rich like the Cities and Chelseas, but we've got a bit of money behind us. This with Machiri, who's basically, hopefully he's going to be our saviour. Get us a new stadium and that. But I don't know. I think it will be it's going to be a very interesting season. There's still another. Well, what is it? We've got another 6 weeks now until the transfer window's over. Yeah. So obviously we said Tottenham haven't signed anyone. They could do all their business in the next couple of weeks and be a completely different team. And what we've said might be irrelevant.
Yeah.
Well, I never know. But yeah.
So fun, isn't it? Transfer windows.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah. I mean, transfer deadline day might not be too exciting for us if we've already got all our business done.
Well, yeah, I think I don't know. I think now too. Obviously, today United signed Nemanja Matic, which is a great signing. Mourinho obviously knows him. He obviously knows Mourinho, proven in the Premier League. So it's a safe signing. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I didn't ask you how much was it.
I think it's not. They've not published it officially, but I think it's 40 million.
Okay.
It is a lot. I agree, but he's 29 as well. So
is it?
Yeah, so he's getting on a bit, but. It's something that we need right now. So our squad and a squad of 20 or 23 players at the moment are pretty young. Okay. Average age has been the youngest since I can't even remember when. So we need a bit of experience, and obviously losing the likes of Zlatan and Wayne Rooney himself. We need some experience of it. Then you got someone who's proven and played at the highest level, like Nemanja Matic, to sort of marshal things, like sort of be our new Carrick.
Yeah, just sort of like dictate.
Dictate play from the back. And I feel like with him there, just in front of the defence, it'll free up the likes of Herrera and Pogba to create things up front. So we'll see. Okay. I reckon Mourinho wants one more player, but even he's not confident he's going to get one. I think it's Perisic, but we don't know. The likes of Bale and the likes of Sanchez has been thrown about.
As a United fan, what position, if you could only get one more player this window, what position do you want it to be in? Not the player, but just what position?
Definitely an attacking position. I think we're alright in midfield. We're okay in defence. Well, and I think our greatest signing this season, well, I say signing, is keeping David De Gea.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been a huge loss if he had gone, and I think that is the best thing we've done.
I think you mentioned attacking players out. You've got Martial, or Martial. You've got Rashford. You've got Lukaku.
Yeah.
Who am I missing? Anyone else?
Lingard,
I don't really count Lingard.
Mkhitaryan.
Personally, I don't.
Mkhitaryan,
Do you really?
Mata.
Yeah. Do you really need another attacking star
I
player?
feel all these players are great, but they tend to cut inside. What we need is an out-and-out winger,
Okay.
like someone like Perisic,
Okay.
who will cross the ball in for the likes of Lukaku, who is a proper target man.
Yeah.
And he needs that kind of service. So we need a proper winger. That's what we need, which we haven't had for a long time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think that's all the time we got for today.
Cheers, it's been brilliant.
No, nice with that. Yeah, cheers for sticking with us. We'll have another one for you next Monday, which I believe next Monday we're going to talk about. We're going to do a little prediction for the final Premier League table.
Yeah.
Which obviously it's almost certainly going to be completely wrong, but you know we're going to see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Alright.
okay. Thanks so much for joining us.
Cheers.
Cheers. All the best.